once you've loved someone, that love doesn't go away. You may not like them, you may not like what they did.
Jane Seymour was dumped for other women by all 4 husbands. Her 3rd marriage left her homeless and with $9 million in debt. Her kids wanted her to get on Tinder after the 4th marriage ended, but she found love with a friend she knew almost 40 years ago. Today, we're taking you on a journey full of heartache, hope, disappointment, and love for life. Hop in. Rumour Juice is at your service.
You know what's wrong with broads like you.
No, but I know what's wrong with misogynistic Neanderthals who believe that a woman's self-worth is tied to what men think of her.
While being successful in her career, Jane Seymour had a few mishaps in her romantic life. The actress made the trip down the aisle 4 times, and each one of them ended in disappointment. Seymour tied the knot for the first time in 1971 when she married Michael Attenborough, the son of film actor and director Richard Attenborough. Sadly, their marriage ended just 2 years later. After Jane's marriage to Michael, she wed his friend Jeffrey Planer in 1977. However, their union was brief and ended less than a year later. In 1981, she married for the 3rd time to David Flynn, with whom she shares 2 children, daughter Catherine Flynn, a former actress, and son Sean Flynn. Flynn involved Seymour in the housing market and lost all their money, leaving her with a $9 million debt and multiple lawsuits from banks.
I was married to my accountant, one of the top accountants in the show business, and I found out he was very unfaithful to me, and then I found out he was an addict, and then I found out he'd lost all our money and left me $9 million in the red with lawsuits from every major bank.
Seymour was devastated. She couldn't pay her bills. She couldn't take care of her kids. She was homeless. She then called her agent and said she was ready to do anything. The actor was ready to take any part. So her agent called the networks, after which he signed to star in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Jane credited the series, which ran for 5 years, with saving her life. Through it, she could get a roof over her head, back on her feet, and fend for her kids.
I got a roof over my head. I got some money so I could get back on my feet. And my kids could come out to the set and do their schoolwork in the trailer. And they wrote the most beautiful material ever.
Meanwhile, Seymour and David divorced in 1992. Seymour's 4th marriage was to actor James Keach, who she married a year later. In 1995, the couple welcomed twins John Stacy and Christopher Stephen, named after family friends Johnny Cash and Christopher Reeve, and James's brother, actor Stacy Keach.
I want to be everything to you.
You are.
Unlike her previous marriages, Seymour's marriage to Keach lasted long, but eventually came crashing down as well. In a 2019 interview, she revealed why they divorced and said she was devastated by the collapse of their marriage. James found someone else. Of course, it made her feel horrible and devastated. If someone says things aren't good, let's separate, it would be different. But I was never privy to that conversation. By the time I found out, entirely by accident, it had been going on for some time, so that was that. It was someone I knew, so that was very frightening. After the divorce, she tried dating and got introduced to people by her friends. However, no spark flew. Her kids tried to get her on Tinder, but she refused. However, despite Jane not being too keen about dating after her split from James, she found love again. The actress fell in love with David Green, who she had known long ago, and like her, he was also coming out of a marriage. They actually had been friends first, but realized there's more to it over lunch one day. We're both dealing with older children, exes, and our future. How long will we live? How can we stay healthy? How can we tick off our bucket list? Furthermore, this experience of new love in life actually drew her to the Kominsky method. While speaking with ABC, the 71-year-old actress compared her and Green's relationship to her character on the series. Seymour stumbled upon a new romance, just like Madeline, who runs into an old flame. With the couple's relationship going well, some have wondered if she would walk down the aisle for the 5th time. During an interview with Us Weekly, Jane said she was lucky to have connected with Green, even though it took them many years. "We're very happy. He's the best. We get along great." She described their relationship as remarkable because women her age do not get to find someone else. Even when they do, it is usually a much younger man, and an uneven relationship. I think it's really wonderful I found a contemporary, someone I knew 40 years ago. We both had lives, and now we found one another, and we have another chance, Seymour gushed.
I'm in a lovely relationship, with a very equal person who respects me and loves what I do and is supportive of what I do. My kids are growing. I'm free. I'm able to be me.
When asked if she had any plans of getting married in the future, Seymour quipped that she's just enjoying life and not tying knots. Well, whatever works. Seymour first caught the eye of audiences when she played Bond girl Solitaire in 1973's Live and Let Die. Asked what it's like to be a sex symbol for nearly 5 decades, the actor scoffed. "I've never thought of it that way." Since then, Seymour had posed for Playboy 3 times, in 1973, 1987, and 2018. When the magazine said the actress is more of a sex symbol now than when she played a Bond girl. To Jane, sexy means being comfortable in your own skin at every age. That's why she hasn't had plastic surgery. "I made a choice a long time ago not to do all the things that other people do because I'm not trying to look like me when I'm 20 or 30. It's kind of pointless," she said.
I'm hoping that this makes people who are over 50 or 60 feel, hey, you know what? Life is not over. It's time to actually reap the benefits. The kids are gone. They're on their own. They're doing their thing. Now it's my turn to do something different.
Seymour said she's one of the lucky actresses who've landed great roles after 40. Back in the day, they used to say, if you're a woman and you're 40, you're done. Well, when I was 40, I got Dr. Quinn, so that's when I started. And to be honest, right now, I feel like this is my moment because there's all these amazing characters that I can now play without having to worry about whether I look like a leading lady. Today, Seymour seems to be much more accepting of the trials and tribulations she has endured. She can always think of a silver lining her mother taught her. Everyone in life faces challenges, and the sooner you can accept it, the better. And then when you look out from yourself and look around to see what other people are suffering or challenged by, you realize what you have is minimal compared to other people's challenges, she explained. In a chat with People, Jane said what she learned from her divorces is to let go, try to find a way to communicate and keep the good things in the relationship. When asked how she dealt with multiple divorces and came out stronger, Seymour called the process painful, depressing, and anger-making, adding that it took some perspective. The actor was brought up to see what she could do for others because it would give her a sense of purpose. Therefore, when she had a sense of purpose, she could deal with her issues, especially when co-parenting. And I tried to look at my side of things. What could I have done differently? But it's hard when you're a mother and you work. It means sometimes you're gone, and sometimes you may be in a relationship where they would rather that you were there 24/7 and never worked. While reflecting on all that has happened, she said she did her best. Seymour took her kids with her worldwide whenever she was working, and had them with her when she was on set. The mother of 4 found a way to juggle her career with motherhood, but added that the men she was married to had different issues. On top of acting and busy home life, the Emmy and Golden Globe winning actress designs furniture and jewelry. In addition, she writes books, runs a nonprofit, and produces movies. "I do what I do because I love it," she said. "I don't think of it ever as a job. It's called living, so I don't see retiring. You don't retire from life." That's all we have for you today, Juicers. As always, thanks for choosing us. Spread the word and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more celebrity love stories. And we'll be right back. Be well and be kind.